She like bribes me with coffee to help her. Honestly, it works better than money.
Sorry? Helen, bring me in the dance hall racket.
Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 29 of the Fiberomancer Knitting Podcast. This is my corner of the internet where we talk about all of the crafting chaos that I happen to be up to, along with a couple of other things. Anyways, if you're new here, hey, consider subscribing. We put out videos all the time, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining yet again. Welcome home, spooky family. Moving right along, let's talk about what I'm wearing today, because I'm actually wearing some knitwear. I am wearing my Very V-neck by Jessie May Designs, and it's super cozy, super practical, one of my most grabbed sweaters that is in my wardrobe, and I absolutely love it. I want to say hi personally to all of the new viewers that have joined the channel and our spooky family since posting the Rhineback videos. Thanks for checking us out and sticking around. It means a lot to me. So that being said, if you're also new here, make sure you consider subscribing, because it's free and it shows me that you want to be part of the spooky crafting chaos community that is the YouTube channel and everything else. And you know, consider following me on Instagram, which is penny_moon. Anyways, let's move right into all of this stuff. Let's talk about the things that I've finished. So I think the last actual sit-down video that I had posted talking to you, other than my haul, was the spooky, like, what would I call it? The monster project list. So all of my goals that I had for this fall. And if you haven't seen that, I'll put it wherever it pops up here. Should be excellent. And I talked about all of my goals, whether it was sewing or knitting. Actually, I have the list right up here. And just the overall things I wanted to achieve, not just counting up to Halloween, but the entirety of fall, which lasts all the way to like whatever Thanksgiving I believe I said in that video. So let's talk about the things I finished, which was our most anticipated, Mostly Ghostly, which is a part of the Fall Favorite collection by Megan Reagan, who is Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. This is one of the yoke options that are in that bundle. This was this year's Rhineback sweater for me for my Saturday. So a lot of you got to meet me in this and have found me through this, and it's obvious, it's hands down to date my favorite thing I have ever knit. Megan's patterns are amazing to follow. They're size inclusive, and I just seriously love it. There's so many options. That's the back. This is the front. There's also little kid versions. I'm not sure what the ghost version is. It's not part of the, what is it? I think it's Halloween Forever is the fingering weight with a bunch of Halloween motifs for the yoke. And there's a mini version of that too. But there is a children's version, which Aurora and Ryden both want a version of this sweater, which hands down, I'm gonna have to make it for them, obviously. Like, notes about it. I did not use a stark white. I know it looks white from there, but this is knit up in the Lion Brand's Heartland collection, which is a worsted weight acrylic yarn, because, let's be real, I enjoy working with box yarn, big box store yarn. And as much as I love supporting my indie dyer friends, sometimes it's just not in the budget, and actually, I'm just so happy with the way these colors played together. Trying to remember what this red color is, because it's the perfect, like, burnt, what did I call it? Burnt umber. And this is, like I said, not a white. This was the Grand Canyon colorway, so it's like a sandy beigey taupe kind of tone. And then this is the Black Canyon colorway. What is the name of this color? Hold on. Yosemite. Sorry, I have the ball bands right here for everybody. Is that upside down? There you go. This is the Yosemite colorway, and honestly, it's perfect. Perfect. And I know there's a lot of people out there that like don't know how to block acrylic or feel how it will block out. This one it wasn't so bad. Honestly, like, this was very so I keep holding it up. I can't really see what I've got my ring light set up differently, so I can't really see what I'm showing you guys. Sorry about that. But what I do, and this is solely because if you know how to take care of like doll hair and Barbie dolls and like wigs and stuff, you can put it in warm water, which, you know, helps relax and reshape it. So unlike, you know, well, where you don't really want to put it in hot water, you can put acrylic in hot water and it tends to help it like pull a little bit more, and then you let it, I put conditioner, like hair conditioner in it instead of wool wash, which is the same technique I use for taking care of Barbie doll hair, other hobbies that I have that I don't talk about on the internet. And like literally I just like the little travel size conditioners that they give you at hotels, I just like it right in there and let it sit. And that's how I take care of acrylic things. So that was one of the items on my fall project list. Obviously that got checked off because it got finished before Rhinebeck. Another one that was on my fall project list, which is also knit up in Lion brand, Pound of Love, the barley colorway. I wore this in my haul video, so I don't know if I talked about it or not. This is the Whiskey Neat sweater by Thea Coleman, and I knit the smallest size, so I I think it was very little positive ease to this. I can't remember what it was, but it was whatever the smallest was. And again, I haven't blocked this, so in comparison to the other one, but I'm obsessed with this right now, this Pound of Love. I wore it, I'm making like 3 different sweaters out of it. I don't have much to say about this sweater other than this was my first, besides the one that, I think I talked about this before. The construction's different where you construct the sleeves and then do the body. This is a paid for pattern, so I'm not gonna go into huge detail about it, but let's be real. This lace detail at the bottom of the body, it's like a lace cable. Does that make sense? Or it's just a cable? I think it's just technically a tiny, oh my gosh, I'm so dusty and itchy. A tiny cable motif. And I really love it. It's just gonna be a really good staple for my wardrobe. And again, this was in my project list for the fall, so if you haven't seen that, obviously I go into more depth about the projects I want to do. Another one off the list, so you guys can hold me accountable for my list. I was giving myself incredibly realistic goals while creating that list. Quick coughing break and actual pumpkin spice latte break. My grandma just brought me back stuff. She like bribes me with coffee to help her. Honestly, it works better than money. And it's hot, unlike the coffee that I was just drinking. What did we just talk about? Whiskey Neat. Oh, and now it's time to move on to my enormous pile of socks that I've finished. I am trying to punch through my stash. Seriously. So I finished 2 pairs of DK socks. These are ones that I took to Rhinebeck with me. This was one of my Farmer's Daughter Fiber Sock Squad set. And I held it with some random rainbow multicolor mohair that I had, and they came out adorable. And I love working up DK weight socks because they just knit up and my feet are always cold, so they're always amazing. And I used the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla DK sock pattern. I don't know if that's free or not. I think it's a free pattern. If you're interested in purchasing a sock set for DK weight socks, I believe it is the Thickness sock set by Tanis Summerly Knits. That's also amazing. That has a couple other variations and very like, they're still quick, but they're just, if you need a little bit of something extra, a little bit of spice, you know what I mean, to your thick socks, that would be for you. So that is pair 1 of socks that I have finished so far for Socktober, I guess. 1 pair of Socktober socks. Number 2 would be the Soulmate Heart, which is another DK weight sock pattern. I don't know if you can see how well this is going to turn out. Oh, you can see the hearts. Again, this, I used another one of my Sock Squad sock sets because I want to knit through these. I never finished them. So I held these double because obviously that's just a fingering weight sock set. So my main color was held double and then my contrasting was held double. And you can't really tell. It's kind of a lower contrast. These are supposed to be hearts. And again, just super cute. I think I knit these up in like a day and a half. I was knitting them up while I was listening to my book club book. So if that's something you guys want to join, let me know down below, because I have a book club group. It's Ghouls Who Read. And we read like thrillers, mystery, horror, you know, that whole spooky vibe that we need year-round sort of books. That's what we generally pick in. We are picking October's book, and it looks like it's gonna be Winterset Hollow. Abruptly changed the subject. This is, I think, this is what's winning right now in the polls for our group. We run them on Discord. Let me know down below if you guys want to join the book club group. Because the more the merrier. All right, so that's 2 pairs of Socktober socks, but we don't stop there. I wound this up. This was my Rhineback sock, so if you saw me walking around knitting during Rhineback weekend, this is what I was working on. This is the, what is it? I believe this pattern is called the Broken Rope or Broken Chain, I'm not sure. Again, by Summerly Knits. It is in her Hello Sailor sock set group, whatever. There's multiple patterns in it. And it's just really fun textured. I've done it before. I knit these up on size 1s using the, I didn't have my ball winder, so I wound this up one night while I was sitting, I think it was Friday night. This is the Lola Bean Yarn Co. color, what, the Lola Bean Yarn, yeah, Lola Bean Yarn in the Dude That Might Be Infected colorway. And the fun story about this, I thought it was super cool to bring with me because I got that at my first Indie Untangled when I went in 2019 with my mom. So I felt like, you know, if I didn't use it now, I would sit on it forever. And like I said, I'm trying to work through my stash, give everything a home. And I really love this colorway because it's got that swampy dirty green that I love and some like little red flakes in it. Very grungy, very me. I love it. So I got one of those done, and I haven't cast on its mate because as soon as I finished this, I went and like plowed through DK weight socks. I keep getting dry coughing fits. Sorry. How choppy is this gonna be? Because I'm gonna have to edit out a bunch of coughing fits in between everything. I think my cat slipped on my sweater and got a little dusty. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. We just talked about the light broken chain. I think it's broken chain. Broken rope. I don't know. I'll let you guys can figure it out. I'll have it linked down there with the correct name. I'm not gonna put it up on screen. So there's also a DK version of the exact same pattern. So I'm holding together these 2 random balls. I think they were like perfect pair, loops and thread, something. I made a vanilla pair of these a while ago. Again, I am just working through stash, and knitting up DK weight socks is a fantastic way to do that. So that's another one and its mate hanging out. This is quite the Socktober FO sort of things here going on. It's 2 pairs, 2 singles, and I started a sock for Ryden, which is almost done. His mate, I don't know where the mate is. I think it's in the other room because I took it into the bed to work in the bed. And a little sock for Ryden. Ryden's got chicken legs like Lev, so his sock is like, I want to say like 40 something stitches, but like a long foot, because that's what fits him. And he's very excited. So, like I said, there's quite a bit of Socktober socks. Like, wow. We'll see what I get done. Oh, no, it's... Okay, so the other sock for Ryden is somewhere. It's like right here. I'm just past it. I'm like an inch into it. This was like a random, I want to say, Premier yarn, patent. I don't know. It's like... It's not the Croy sock, I know that. The ball band's not floating around with it, but I love it. It's very much Ryden's colors. If you guys have met Ryden, Ryden is my son. He's 7. and he's my special little best friend. That's enough said. He's currently in the other room, like building his own haunted house. He's very into all things horror, all things spooky, just a little, it's only fitting. So living in my Black Pearl Magic bag, currently, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this. I casted on something using, what is this? The Botany Lace, which is a Debbie Bliss yarn. It doesn't have a colorway, it has a number. It is a colorway 3006. Beautiful, love the name. Anyways, I cast on the Ziggy Shawl. Oh no, we're in between a row. Can you see it? It's dark. There we go. Okay, so it's the Ziggy Shawl, guys. It's a blob. Let's make space and we'll pop up what the Ziggy Shawl looks like so you guys can see what it is. It is by, I believe, Hohi. If I remember, Hohi Locatelli. Trying to remember. I didn't write it down. I just wrote the name of the pattern. And so I'm just working on this. This was actually on the project list, but I forgot to talk about it. It's yarn from my mom's stash. She wants me to work through her stash too, along with mine, because we have more yarn than we know what to do with. And I'm really loving I'm not a shawl knitter. I am not a shawl knitter, but I'm really enjoying working on this shawl because it's super meditative. Like the lace, like the lace sections of it are not super complex, but they're also not like incredibly easy where it's just like a yarn over knit two together. It's just enough variety. Again, add a little spice to your life sort of vibe. And then there's like a garter section, so it's really easy to just like have like a no-brainer project, but trying something new, because that's what I needed along with all of these socks. And for those of you still counting as far as my whips go, I did cut out the maxi skirt that I had planned. That was also part of the monster project list. Is that what I called the video? I don't remember. But I did cut that out. I have not started it because my machine currently has black thread in it and I'm being incredibly lazy, so I'm trying to finish my other dress that I had cut out, and it was living on the ironing board, which is a version of the Basque dress by the Stitch Witch, using this really cool astrological zodiac sort of style print. Let me just grab it. Let me grab it. I'll grab the top. Oh no, the lawnmower started. So as you can, this is the top. So this is the fabric, and this fabric is driving me insane because, oh, can you see it? Okay, you won't be able to tell unless you know fabric. This has like a slight knit stretch to it. Not enough of a stretch for me to like categorize this as a true knit. Oh, there we go. No, okay, you can, I don't know if you can kind of tell. I don't know. It's kind of got that silky underwear vibe, you know what I mean? It's like not that stretchy, but almost that stretchy, like the nicer silky stretchy kind of underwear. Does that make sense? Anyways. So I'm trying to figure, I'm at the point where I have the skirt put together and the top all sewn together. But right now, I had cut out the sleeves for it. And honestly, I don't know if I want to put the sleeves on it. Oh, it has ties, if I didn't explain that. This one has ties in the back. And obviously, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sew the entire dress together and then try it on and see what I think without the sleeves, because I'm really not vibing with the sleeves. They're like these beautiful billowy, full, puffy sleeves. But honestly, I'm not vibing with the sleeves because I want to be able to layer it. And having the sensory things that I have, I don't really like to layer things with long sleeves. So that's the dilemma. Like, as much as I love the long sleeves to make a statement piece because the skirt is also in the same color, or it's the same color, in the same fabric, it's the sleeves that are setting me back. So I could layer it, I could also put a long sleeve under it, like get one of those like little mock turtleneck mesh tight things, you know, it's very Y2K 90s club wear sort of vibe. It would be a whole moment. I could do that. I could layer it underneath, but I wouldn't be able to put anything on top of the sleeves. So that's where I am at that. And I believe that's literally every single thing I could possibly talk about in this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and you know, hit the notification bell, subscribe, all of that things. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for Monday because I'm gonna have a vlog from this weekend, and it being Halloween on Monday, it's gonna be a great time. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.